Ugh. Ugh. Come on. Hey, Raymond. Hey, Hank. Hey, Kivy.
All right, let's look at this mess of data then.
Hey, we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. You good with the plan?
I've already got the location of my assigned call.
Good.
I heard you and Beta had a talk.
News travels fast.
It wasn't exactly a quiet conversation.
Oh, crap. I forgot to do something real quick before this main mission.
A healthy crop
can
to
watch it
those who
together.
clear the weeds between them, as the Utaru say.
Hey, what's up? It's me.
You look like you have something on your mind.
We're going to war soon. And war is something I promised, but the more of your data I go through,
What's up,
every
Omega?
voice it makes me realize just fighting for that gift. It's our if we fail,
Uh-huh.
Helps to know you're not
I
alone.
know.
for a moment there.
I don't know what you're How to go with the...
They were I thought, but of course they had no, even if it meant all there. To be honest, I found
I'm glad. They're lucky. I should go. You'll hear.
Whatever. You know what? Screw it. Let's just go for it.
Welcome back.
There. Let's see what we got.
An excellent choice. Hello, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta. I guess you heard what happened.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships,
As you should be.
despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel. I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, two heads are better than one, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart, or we can continue our conversation?
So, about Beta. I never really saw the difference between us until now. She's been through so much. Completely alone.
You have both endured many hardships, different in almost every respect, yet equally remarkable. I like to think of you as two miracles, born of Elizabeth Sobek.
Okay.
3, then. Let's not forget about you, Gaia. How's Alva settling in?
As soon as she arrived, Alva was eager to study the data in the archive. A particular file soon caught her attention. Information about a machine assistant devoted to keeping living spaces neat and orderly. I informed her that once I am empowered with the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to design such a machine.
Alright.
I'm sure she'll like that. When I set out to find a way to bring you back, I never thought we'd be here, like this.
They have all come a long way with their improvised educations. Varl has suggested that one day we might extend this model to more tribal inhabitants, once the biosphere has been stabilized.
Yeah, that's... as long as you're the one running the lessons.
My bad.
So our plan to capture Hephaestus.
As you wish. We now know that Hephaestus will not respond to your alpha.
Which is why I got...
Correct. While you were gone, when we get to Gemini, the second core...
And then you'll be able to absorb...
Not quite.
How long will that...
Because the work will be...
And during that, the others will create...
Correct. The energy...
And then we'll have a...
Alright.
So what will happen to this place while we're at Gemini?
All systems will... As Minerva will no longer be... The facility will be... Though without my presence, it is
Let's hope so.
That's a problem right there. I bet this place is gonna be attacked.
Found thieves.
While we're trying to do our mission.
What do you think Ted would have done if his life extension treatments had worked?
Try and take control.
He convinced himself it was his duty to guide future humans.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
The tribal nature of new humans, and his ability to use Omega clearance on... I imagine he would have convinced one or more tribes to worship him as their patriarchal deity.
Of course.
Okay. Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes, there was one other underground facility that was Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn staff and their families went to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support.
What,
for
Gaia?
100
Well,
years.
yeah. She's never had
My
legs.
data indicates the facility went offline well before then.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find...
Unknown.
Gaia?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many. Listening to her stories.
Your friend.
Yes. Though
I think I already heard this one before.
Thanks, Gaia. Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
Oh, they're not even that far away from each other. I thought they were like gonna be a certain distance away. Huh.
All right, connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right?
In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too.
Mine as well.
Okay, radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
I don't really know what radio silence means.
Connecting to the cauldron.
All right, I need to stop being nitpicky about this. The vernacular.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Uh-oh. There it is.
Lock it down!
Terminating
Right.
external
We
power.
know, Aerial Scout, we know what radio silence means, but does even Aloy understand what that means? But especially they may not know what that means. I imagine she'd have to explain it to them.
Wait, what's that?
Malware.
Yes, you're right, Raymond. They all have great teeth as well, so I need to shut up. I need to shut up right now.
It's cracked.
Look!
Oh, what the fuck was that?
That means machines are on their way. Ugh. Get ready.
Here they come! We're spotted!
Oh boy.
Stay back! Get back! Over here, you! Aloy, get a hand over here!
Oh, what the hell?
Draw it away from Beta! For deflection! Stay back! We got it!
Okay.
Get back! I'm on this! Over here, you!
Finally.
Aloy, need a hand over here!
I'm busy.
Really angry. That's all of them for now. You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled. Deeper into the facility.
Oh, that was Hephaestus leaving.
I'll drive it back here. I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime. Keep her safe.
I'm almost, I was saying in the Discord that I'm almost at the,
Make it retreat to the core.
I'm almost at Millennia with my mage. And I've basically almost created the build that I was going for. Oh, you motherfucker.
I'll find another way over.
Oh, you stupid bastard. All right.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there.
In a playthrough, yes, but it was I had a mage that basically melted her before I could do anything, so I didn't feel like I earned that win. So now with this mage build, I'm giving it my own shot, you know. That's the whole point of doing this mage build in the first place.
Some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Festus is hiding too.
Hey, Amanda.
Looks like there are a couple of ways I could go. Well, that doesn't sound good. Those machines are in a hurry. I might be able to catch a ride on the rail. Go over the shield.
To rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
Okay, let me think.
There should be a way to central
Thanks.
Damn it! Trigger? Well, I've actually played both of them. I've never finished either of them, actually. But I first played Chrono Cross before I played Chrono Trigger, but I've never actually completed either game. Your calling is at hand? Okay. Settle down, Deus Ex Machina.
Oh, great. The machine's on the way. Beta! Festus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
useless. Nice. Wow. That's pretty epic. Nope. Raptors.
Nice. Thanks.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that. I assumed they were going to go full, have a bunch of video game and anime
Like
reference in the opening ceremonies in 2020, or the 2021, whatever the fuck we call it.
Great. Festus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy, more machines keep coming. Please tell me you're getting close.
I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out.
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
You could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity. I think we can do this, Aloy.
I should be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
Hard light umbrella? I don't know what that means.
Just a little longer. Right. I need to draw Festus out of here.
There should be another minute to override.
Got it. Oh, here we go again.
This isn't good. I'll try to get your access back.
God. Who's got the missile launcher? Ah! Right in the ass. Ha! Oh. Oh. Yeah. I have that. I figured that was what you meant, but I forgot what it was called. Hey, Sonia. Hey, Mike.
Node access restored. Now you can operate it.
Good work.
You didn't have enough time.
Okay. Just running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
The machine Hephaestus was building. It must have finished it.
I can't wait to see what this machine is.
Powerful. Whatever it is. I'm almost...
Hey, Joan. Happy Easter.
Should
Happy Easter, everybody else.
we come to you? Maybe I can distract the machine.
No. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machine's my job.
Be safe.
I am not a violation of anything, asshole. Alright, what is it? Ah. Him.
Things on its legs are glowing. I think it's charging up.
Come on. Come on!
Finish charging.
keep forgetting that Horizon has iframes too, which is good.
No shots left. Ah!
Nice.
It's done.
You did it!
Don't be rude.
One more note to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you. No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along.
There's so many death flags.
Varl.
Oh my god, there's so many death flags. I feel like Beta's gonna die.
Right back at you, Aloy.
They've been complimenting each other so much. Like, death flags are just screaming right now.
Aloy, the core is stable.
Wow.
Hephaestus is 100% contained. And we better get started with the merge. It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
Okay, to complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
Oh, this is so cute. Honestly. Someone gonna die.
Aloy! Look!
Well, Alpha, what about God of War? Ragnarok. Or Demon Souls. There they are.
Well, hello, redundant.
Zod!
You cost us quite a lot of time.
It's Krypton.
Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it. Ooh! Get behind me. Come on! Quit screwing around. Now we're having fun, right?
No! No! God damn it!
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her! I can't even see her!
Hey, he didn't die maidenless, asshole. Have you not been playing and watching along? He shacked up with what's her face, back in the thing. Tilda. I'm not surprised.
Beta.
Now, Aaron's another story.
Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay.
Fucking casual about it. Sure, fine. I got mine at regular price. $4.99. I got lucky.
What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art.
Oh my god, she's already insufferable.
Insight we might gain. favorite pairing. On the left is Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later. Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the
Isms.
two must remain apart, her love will forever burn.
My understanding is that Tilda and Elizabeth were an item at some point. I think I remember watching and reading a log that heavily implied as much. So this is going to be interesting.
This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits.
Yeah, basically, Omega.
A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen?
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world. The Gust, by Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime...
I actually don't think the dialogue here is cringy. I just think there's a lot. Like I said, there has to be that middle ground between Horizon, which has a shit ton of exposition.
The waves and wind,
I would say too much exposition, and
perseveres,
Elden Ring, which has no exposition at all. There's got to be that middle ground, in my opinion.
Stunning, isn't it? Paintings weren't the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's Lidded Ewer.
See the ghosting?
Molded from a single sheet of
the
silver.
ghosting there.
What was it for?
Ray tracing is supposed to fix
How
that.
like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial.
I mean, I don't know.
Such beauty from sorrow.
A lot of weight on his shoulders. I know the feeling. She's pulling out her own hair. Out of madness, out of grief. It's hard to watch her suffer.
Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save. Not the least of which is in that vault. There's nothing wrong with savoring such treasures for a moment more. Or come upstairs and we'll get down to business. Your choice.
I've seen everything, so whatever.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen
incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back, and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy.
You did, kinda.
In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down.
You know I'm not Elizabeth, right? So stop. Everybody is thirsting over Aloy. What the fuck? Everybody wants a piece.
There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals.
What, like
This
Marvel's
process will kill
Immortals?
every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Shut up, Omega.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Figures.
Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tanakh capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other. We'll take
Of course, Manda.
Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
The way I don't know. All right.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be. But her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
No, she's there.
Gerard's idea.
She just has the shield over her. She's not a hologram.
They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
That's also true. They could actually not even be here in the first place.
Beta told me your
All of
colony
them.
was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true.
They could be in her
After we
virtual
reached our
world,
destination,
but who
a
knows?
Planet in the Sirius star system. We spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop
Who the
him.
fuck is this Gerard guy in the first place?
All we have to do is get into that base.
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that.
See you later,
But
Sonia.
his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
The ones working with Regala.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me.
Again, well, for me, I get straight up like Krypton vibes
really like?
from their
The honest
design
answer
choices.
is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning, a touchy subject in those days, because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs.
Oh, yeah?
Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work.
I feel like we're about 20 years, or we're about 10 to 15 years from having those kinds of discussions.
She was just starting to imagine
regulatory action on AIs. I think we're about 10 to 15 years from that.
But actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life. Not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy.
I feel like if we're talking about truly autonomous AI,
all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had
I think we're still about 10 to 15 years away.
I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. Right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was.
True.
It was quite a shock to me.
Didn't
My
Google
business
announce
was
that last
trafficking
year or
in
something like that?
secrets, and I took great pains to protect my
That
identity.
they don't
That
have
was
quantum computing, but they've
perpetually
reached like a
one
new
step
breakthrough
ahead.
in terms of quantum
I
computing.
came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling. Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
Regala's only interested in killing Hekarro and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zenith?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hekarro.
In exchange for an assault on the base. pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle. And all without ever knowing who the sons of Prometheus really answer to.
Sons of Prometheus,
Yet
what?
for all of Silence,
How fucking pretentious does Silence have to be to compare himself to Prometheus? You know, the Greek figure who gave fire to humanity,
Hundreds of Tanakh, they're cut down outside.
or the knowledge, I guess you should say, to humanity. And so the sons of Prometheus, fucking hell.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it.
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes.
My chair's actually starting to lean on me.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though it pained me.
I feel like I'm sitting at an angle now. It's leaning to the to my right.
She
Kinda
felt
odd.
like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe.
Fair.
I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
Why did you make the data channel look like
That's
this?
what I thought. Okay, so they are in a virtual environment.
This house as a shelter to weather any
Right
storm.
now, they're in a
A
virtual
safe place.
environment. So you're
Not
technically
just for
right,
me,
but
but
that
for
she's
the
not
whole
actually there, but neither is Aloy herself.
Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and...
Ah, no.
technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but
hey, Sean,
I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
We're about 1,000 years into the future. Well, 1,000 years from, what was it, 2060 something? 2067?
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed.
The way the music is playing, I'm really feeling like I shouldn't be
climbed my
trusting
way
her
out of
just yet.
desolation and used my wits to build a fortune.
Like the way the music
First,
is
the
very
technical analysis of art and the
sus.
detection of forgeries.
It's telling me I shouldn't really start
Profitable
trusting her at
expertise
all.
in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
I don't think it's the way she keeps going there.
What happened when
It goes
Far
to
Zenith
her
approached you?
job history, but
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future.
I mean, I can buy her having a change of heart, by having the memories of an old flame coming back to her. But how far am I gonna buy that? I don't know. I mean, I can see it, but I need more to confirm whether or not she's truly pulling a Benedict on the Zenith.
So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
Yeah, right here.
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality.
So they became hedonists.
It wasn't life. It was stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew.
This reminds me of that Fallout 3 vault where all the people were stuck in their virtual reality worlds and they didn't want to leave because they were like so ingratiated with the reality that they didn't want to come to terms with the virtual reality. They didn't want to come to terms with actual reality, or like I know that they were eventually all trapped by the overseer. But that kind of vibe like reminds me of that.
More and more, alone yet again. But this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now finally, having met you, I feel like I have
I think it's Walt 112, yeah.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill.
But I would say the most radical thing in here that's kind of annoying is that she's not explaining how they achieve immortality. At least in the sense of aging. I mean, do they need food? Or water? I assume they still need those kinds of basics. My assumption of their immortality, because we've already seen one of them die, is they've stopped the aging process. But
First Varl. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it.
Ooh, get fucked. Yeah, true.
What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me.
Man, fuck jellyfish.
I can't hold up this extra projection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
Fuck
I'm
you.
going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Yeah.
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister.
Take that, bitch.
Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base.
That's right, third
I'll tell you
wheel.
the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest.
Yeah, I was about to say mourn my friend first. Good.
To put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait.
Nani?
Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakt. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise.
Nice.
So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring silence to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's
Oh, I
me.
guess this was actually
Where's everyone
reality.
else?
We're all... we're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
The hell am I? What about Pharaoh? Pharaoh created the machines that
Just to let
destroy
you know,
the planet.
I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey, can I get one damn minute To mourn my friend.
Regala is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kotallo's right. We must fight.
All right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Yeah.
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
You know, Omega, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
After we lost
But you're
contact
right.
with you,
Ultimately, if they didn't perfect it, or they didn't have the means to perfect it, then yeah, he'd end up being nothing but a giant cancer monster.
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... at least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first... we're going to stop Regala.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me... a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as
Flying mounts, baby! We better get a flying mount.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it.
I like how she's talking to the
It won't
player
be
with
long
that one.
before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way
He's
forward.
habanero.
Just tell me one thing.
Ernest
Am I gonna
is
get to
so
smash
fucking
up
spicy.
a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Oh, but it's so good at the same time.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important.
But it's delicious. That's the problem.
Over here, Aloy.
It's not just heat. It's just flavor as well.
We would come out here to tend to the garden.
Oh, ha ha ha, Sean.
Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So when we returned from Gemini, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plain Song and further east to the Nora Sacred Lands.
I got it from Aldi.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Vala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Vala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked
Damn,
down
Sean.
the flower. Gathered its seeds.
Oh, it hurts so good. They're like even in the middle of a serious moment. I'm just like horfing down spicy. Oh God, she's singing.
Fields rot in snow. Still the sea rises.
This is kind of awkward.
As certain as stone. From death follows new life.
Zaps?
So
never heard of them, Sean.
And so it is with us.
Wait, she's pregnant?
Aloy.
Oh no! He left her a single mom!
Gemini. Instead, one day, I'll bring our child
Fuck!
here. We'll sit among the blooms and watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him. To thank him. For saving my life, sure, but also for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
Alpha, shut. Alpha, I swear to God, I knew somebody was gonna make a stupid ass joke.
If the Banuk, I'll try to visit again when I can. But for now, I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear. Then I'll use it on a sunwing and get ready for an entrance Regala will never forget.
Before I forget, I watered those plants.
Override installed. Now to find a sunwing. I think there are some roosting at the top of the mountain. Okay, I need to find a sunwing to override. Better head up the mountain.
I swear to God, this better not be just a cutscene. I better be able to actually fly the fucker.
Good. There are sunwings up here. I'll have to approach them quietly. Its wings look like they can catch the sunlight. Probably a fast flyer, too. Got it. Whoa.
Damn it, it's a cutscene!
Oh, this is it. I'm in the air.
Yes! There we go! Press Z or R twice.
Head rush. Tilda, I'm in the air.
Then you'll want to pick up an energy cell on one of the ancient Horus Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines referred to as Tolnecs. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
On it.
Shut up, Omega. God damn it, we have prequel memes in the chat now.
There's a Tolnec. Need to get on top of its head. Now, how to land this thing.
Like a chopper.
Made it. Just got it. Okay, Tilda. I've overridden the Tolnec.
Good. Then the energy cells are now primed. Simply pick one up on a Horus. The nearest one should be northwest of your position. Dropping it on Regala's machine should produce quite a spectacle.
I know, right?
I told you, I want to help.
Whoa!
Hell yeah!
Get used to that.
Now I don't have any armaments, and now so that's disappointing. I kind of wish I had weapons. Like I can't shoot or anything like that while I'm on this thing. Well, I think at the time she didn't. The Glinthawks were too small for her to ride, I think. And up until now, she didn't have the ability to override this type of machine. So.
There's the energy cell. Right on the Titan's back. Got the cell. Now onto the Grove. Pulse from the Tolnec should have reactivated all the energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from any Horus I fly to. It'll be useful, even after I deal with Regala. Go.
Dive bomb! Oh, come on! You should have let me do it. Incoming!
lost inside. Kara will soon be dead. It's all over, Chaplain.
I gotta drop it now. Here goes.
It's Aloy! She flies on the wings of the 10. The tide has turned! Push through!
Pew, 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 pew!
End of the line, Hakara. Now on your knees, and I'll give you the death you didn't have the spine to give me.
They're down! The machines! All of them! They're down!
What? How's that possible?
Regala!
Enough bloodshed! Let's settle this. You and me.
Easy to say when you're atop a machine.
Bitch, please.
Just to get your attention. I don't need any help to take you down.
Oh!
Fine.
Get fucked!
I accept your challenge.
Night Noodler.
And once I'm done
Well, I
with
mean,
you,
yeah.
I'll get to finish the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
The duel is set. Let none interfere.
You will leave no tails behind! If you want my blood, earn it!
Oh, crap! Wait, how good? Do I have anything that I can use with the melee? This is it. Here. Exactly. In fairness, I feel like they should have turned that off. I turned off the ability to do that. Oh, we still going though.
All right, so that's how it's gonna be.
Ow.
Your courage rusted, your body weak.
There we go. Thanks, Aerial Scout, for the $5 super chat. Hey, I just did that! Uh-oh.
This is where it ends!
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, get fucked!
You die here and now! I'll tear that braided head from your body! This is the girl that caused me!
Much better.
Oh, she's got the charge up too. Fuck.
Strike and strike hard! I will carve my story into you!
Uh-oh. Oh no!
Child of the weak!
Feeling better.
Here it comes! Fight! Fight until death!
Yeah, I can do it too!
This is no way to fight!
I need more ammo.
Sonora! Cry tears of salt! Tenacious shed rivers of blood! You are... You bleed milk!
Did you say bleed milk? Wait, did she call me a milk drinker? Is that a Skyrim reference?
On my knees before bootlicks and cowards. Go ahead. Run me through.
Shut your mouth, traitor.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the 10. You who challenged her by our rights. You must decide her fate. I spared her once. It only made things worse. She was the best of my marshals. What a waste.
She's dangerous, all right. But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die.
Kill her? Yeah, kill her. We already gave her one chance.
After all that you've done, I can't let you live.
Finally.
Ooh, Katala!
There. Blood for blood.
Guess that's over then.
Chief, there's something you both need to see. In the throne room.
Son of Prometheus.
He surrendered to our guards outside the grove. Claims he has an urgent message for the Outlander who defeated Regala.
So, state it.
It's for her alone. From an interested party.
Fucking Silence again. This fucking guy.
I'm gonna need some privacy.
Clear the room. Put him with the rest of Regala's soldiers.
I'll see you back at base.
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission.
No. With Regala gone, you have a chance to build the future you dreamed of. So get to your task.
Then at least allow me to give you this.
Silence is
Regala's bow.
He's operating on his own
May
in the
you
sense
always
of
strike true with it.
we're not allies, but we have parallel interests, I guess is the best way of saying it. Because it seems to me, in my opinion, that Silence is always after knowledge at all costs, right? So he undoubtedly, I think he already knows that the Zeniths have a copy of Apollo, and so he wants to access Apollo.
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
Yep, fuck you.
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tanakh for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you've doomed the entire planet as well.
Wrong. I don't need a Tanakh army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Aloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Yeah, pretty much, Omega.
Go on.
No, not here. We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because I'm your only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship.
See? Told you.
So meet me at my base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable Silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing.
Ooh!
Don't be late.
Get fucked! Finally.
Tilda, you there? I did it. Silence is on board. So head to my base.
Impressive. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Now that I can fly, I might want to see what else I can do before I head back.
Yep. Alright, that's gonna be the perfect time for me to stop, too. Gotta go... get some other stuff done. Get the laundry out of the dryer. But, alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I might be back on this tomorrow. I really want to get this the story finished. You know what I mean? If not, if I don't do that tomorrow, then I'll probably have I'll probably be having the what's it called? Elden Ring to try fight Melania. So, all right, guys. See you later. Have a good night.